Welcome to Signature Tube. I'm Ben Schachter, and this is a production of the Signature Real Estate Companies. You're joining us this week for another episode of Agent Spotlight. Today, I am joined by another remarkable realtor, Dana Levy. Welcome to Signature, Dana.
Thank you, Ben. It's a pleasure to be here with you today.
I'm so glad to have you. How have you been?
Wonderful.
Good.
Wonderful.
Life's treating you well?
Life is always treating me well.
You're enjoying your new career in real estate?
I am thoroughly enjoying my career in real estate. I get to meet incredible people, including yourself, and it's really broadened my horizons and built my confidence level tremendously.
Tell our viewers here on Signature Tube, what have you done professionally prior to real estate, and what caused you to transition into this new profession?
Sure. I actually have a bit of a circuitous path back to real estate. I was first licensed when I was 19 at my mother's recommendation. She's also in the real estate business. And so I became licensed, and that was while I was doing my undergraduate studies at University of Florida, which we love.
Go Gators.
Go Gators. And I finished up my degree in public relations at UF, came to Boca Raton to work as a technical writer for a boutique PR firm, and then decided to return to graduate school to do my studies in counseling. So I got a Master of Health Science and Rehabilitation Counseling and became a certified rehabilitation counselor. I've been that for 24 years almost. And I had an opportunity to do many things with that background. I worked for nonprofits. I worked for the Orlando VA on a private contract with veterans. I worked at Lynn University as the Director of Career Development for several years. And then when my first son was born, I was lucky enough to become a stay-at-home mom and did that for 13 years until I got the itch to do something new. And I thought, real estate. This was my first love at 19, and this is what I need to return back to. And I was lucky enough, we have a neighbor, Keith Dickman, who suggested that I contact Lisa Roque about your scholarship program for studying for the FREC 1 course. And it was such a fantastic experience to be back in school, and I passed within a week. You know, thanks to Dale, thanks to you. The training is fantastic here.
So you answered a few of my questions, which is great,
Mhm.
because you're always ahead of the curve, and I love that about you. There's a lot of real estate companies out there, and you're familiar with all the big name franchises.
Yes.
You're familiar with some of the independents.
Yes.
What is it that attracted you to the Signature Real Estate Companies? I know you mentioned Keith made the introduction, but introductions don't always pan out.
Right.
What was it that led you here that said, that's the firm I want to be a part of?
I think in large part it was you. The first time I met you at the scholarship program, I said, this is a guy that I want to be connected with. This is who I want leading me in my career. I think you are the epitome of what a real estate professional is. And I was looking for someone who was ultra professional. That was very important to me. I have pretty high ethical standards as a counselor and now as a realtor. And so in large part it was due to you. Also, I think the training and the speakers that you bring in are top-notch. We just had Tony Robbins' organization here. We had a private consultant come in, and these are people who could help me excel in my career. And I saw the whole picture. On a smaller scale, I also saw that you were a family. And that was really important to me because it's easy to get lost in a large organization, and I've been there before, and I didn't want to replicate that. I wanted a small family feel, and you create that. So that's why I picked Signature.
I'm very touched, Dana. Thank you. That means a lot to me. So you're newer in real estate, but you had a past life in real estate. You've had these wonderful experiences in PR and counseling. What do you enjoy most about this new career in real estate?
I think real estate is a lot like counseling in that it's a relationship building and a relationship maintenance profession, and so that really speaks to the core of what I'm interested in, high ethics. And I think there are many realtors out there who are less ethical, and I'm trying to be the most ethical person that I can be, and I see real estate as a way to do that. People are buying the biggest, perhaps, purchase of their entire life, and it can go south quickly if not done well.
Mhm.
And so I think real estate speaks to my inner values of honesty, sincerity, which is the same thing, but high ethics and professionalism.
You've made it abundantly clear how important your high ethical standards are
Mhm.
and how you're trying to improve that in our industry.
Mhm.
Other than the ethics, which are, of course, crucial,
Mhm.
what else do you think separates you from the 30,000 plus other realtors in the local marketplace? Because there's a lot that makes Dana tick, and I've got to know that personally and professionally, but our viewers don't know you the way that I do. So tell me what separates you.
What separates me? I think that I'm well spoken. I think that I'm a lifelong learner, and I think that that's very important in this industry, not to rest on your laurels. And I certainly am the perennial student. If you've seen me in class, you see I'm taking voracious amount of notes. So I pay attention, and I think my background in counseling makes me especially attentive and empathic to people. And I would say for people who are making a real estate change due to a divorce or creating a blended family or perhaps the birth of a child, I think I understand that from a counseling background very well. I'm accustomed to working with people one-on-one on very confidential information, and I think that's part of what makes me a little bit different than someone without my background.
I know you've taken a very big role as a new member of our organization in our charitable initiative, Signature Gives Back, which is our 501c3.
Mm-hmm.
Tell our viewers, why was that important to you to be involved right away?
Prior to joining Signature, I was on the board of the Gift of Adoption Fund, and I had done other volunteer work. So I was looking for a place to do philanthropy, more volunteer work. And when I saw you had Signature Gives Back, I felt very compelled to join immediately and find other philanthropic people like myself. One of the things I've been able to do since joining is help with some of the public relations efforts and getting our word out to the larger South Florida family, and that makes me tick as well. So it's the philanthropy, and it's also using my PR skills to help that committee and this organization be notable in the community, continue to be in the vernacular, because all that goodness comes back to the people in the community. So that's why I joined.
And I think that's terrific. You certainly are a remarkable professional, and you carry yourself with such poise and class and professionalism, and I really respect that. Because you're also a mom, because you're also a wife, and you clearly have a heart of gold with all of the charitable commitments that you're involved in, tell our viewers a little bit about your personal life. Let them know who you are.
Sure. Well, I'm not going to say my age, but I'm a mom of a 13 and an 8-year-old. We just had a bar mitzvah. That was wonderful. You were at that. And
It was beautiful.
that was a real highlight this year. I'm married. I've been married for 17 years. We built our house in the Bridges about 4 years ago, and that got me also very excited to return to real estate, watching my house built from the ground up. That was fascinating to me. I've been a resident of Florida for 31 years, so I know the area very well. I know it from Gainesville all the way south, very well. And I also am on the school advisory council for my son's school, and that way I'm able to know a little bit ahead of some other parents what's going on in the public schools. So that's kind of what I do outside of real estate.
You mentioned that you're familiar with Florida from Gainesville South. For our viewers, as they're getting to know you right now, geographically speaking, where are you comfortable helping them with their real estate needs? What would be a general vicinity or territory that you feel confident in? And are there any particular customers that you'd like to contact you right away?
I think I'm comfortable in the Boca Delray, Boynton areas, but if somebody wanted me to shoot up to Hogtown, I would do it in a heartbeat.
Buyers, sellers, landlords, tenants?
Anyone. I think I'm interested in working with anybody who's in need. I'm especially interested in working with veterans, and I've almost completed a designation as a military relocation professional, which is the only NAR designation that's military oriented. And so I'm interested in working with vets and active duty personnel because they have a shorter timeline if they're relocated for reassignment, and they also have quite a bit of buying power given the loans that they can get, all the way up to $424,000.
Through the VA financing programs.
Right, right.
Well, it's great to have that designation. I know that you're almost there and you've almost
Yes.
completed your coursework.
Yes.
And that's another achievement for you because there's very few people that have that skill set. And
Yes.
here in South Florida, we've got the big VA hospital in West Palm.
Yes.
Vets come down here, retire for our beautiful weather,
Right.
our beaches, our no state income taxes.
Right.
So that's going to make you extra powerful and valuable to the veteran community here
I'm
in
hoping
South
so.
Florida. Is there anything else you'd like to add for our viewers to know about you or about your business?
Well, I think I would like to speak more to the Signature family and just say if you were kind of resting on your laurels like I was for 13 years, it's time to get back into the game. And I think it's a good opportunity, if you have any interest in real estate, to really consider Signature International Real Estate. It's a fantastic company. You're an incredible leader, a great sense of humor, and down to earth, and I think that I know myself I couldn't be happier. So I would just recommend that to anyone
Thank you,
who
Dana.
has an interest. Yes.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It's been wonderful having you as a friend. It's been fantastic having you as a colleague.
Thank
and I'm
you.
so glad we're able to spend this time together today.
Thank you, Pat.
And I'm thrilled that the viewers who are watching today get to know you because they don't know you the way I do. But now they have that privilege as well. Folks, please think of Dana Levy at Signature International Real Estate for any and all of your South Florida real estate needs. As she says, she's comfortable helping people anywhere across the state from Gainesville to South Florida with her special concentration in Boca, Delray, and Boynton Beach. Dana's happy to work with buyers, sellers, landlords, and tenants. And I think that you'll find her counseling background and her PR background to really add value to her ability to deliver great service as a real estate professional. Again, Dana Levy, we're happy to have her here at Signature. Today has been another production of the Signature Real Estate Company's Agent Spotlight portion of Signature Tube. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for learning about Dana. Join us next time for another spectacular real estate agent and another great story of success. Have a great day.